Hey, 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 it's appraisal day. Yes, I am at one of my listings and it's appraisal day. So I'm waiting for the appraiser to come. If we can, or if I can, I'm not gonna speak for other agents. I always try and be at the appraisals. They usually have keys to the lockbox, sometimes they don't. But I like to be there because it's my listing and I like to be there and answer questions and talk about the process and show them the updates. And it's the appraiser is paid for by the seller, or sorry, excuse me, by the buyer through their lender. So the lender usually requires appraisal unless if you get over, usually it's over 20% down. Sometimes you can get an appraisal waiver. It just depends on your loan and all the financing. It's not, of course, all the big trucks go by right now. But an appraiser finds the value so that the lender knows what the value of your home is that they're getting you a loan for. So they're going to look at square footage, they're going to look at the condition of the home, they're going to look at the space. Sometimes they'll measure out stuff. It just depends. They're all different. They all do a little bit differently. I always try and be there, have my card to give them, and can answer questions. Yeah, so it's a big day. We want there to be the value that the offer that's been made. We have not been seeing a lot of low appraisals in the market right now, which is great, because there's a lot of homes being sold and being sold above list price. So yeah, so it's just the kind of the step that you need. So once appraisal is done and back in, then you can like kind of complete the financing. And you know, the other thing is making sure they're gonna make sure that you have the smoke detectors in there, your CO2 monitors. Even though we're not in an earthquake zone, they still usually require seismic straps on your water heaters. That's usually a requirement. Yakima's not really an earthquake zone, but it's something they kind of require. So we do make sure that's done as well. There might be other things too, like if the roof is super sketchy and doesn't look like it's gonna pass, that might be something. So they're basically finding the value and checking the value of the home so that they're not giving you a lot of money for, you know, something that's not worth a lot of money. So that's kind of the gist of appraisal. Not the very technical term, but a little bit about it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for appraisal and then get going. And appraisals can depend on your lender, and I will talk about this too really quickly. If you're using a local lender, sometimes they have their own pool of appraisers that they use. If you're using an out-of-town lender, it can be, people put out these jobs to appraisal companies. Appraisal companies have people that sign in and pick up the jobs. The thing we are seeing is sometimes appraisers are so busy right now that it's sometimes can be stretched out a little bit. Usually, like when we sold our house, which is literally right over there, our house, the appraiser came in 2 days before it was due back, and they were really quick. So that's really interesting. So sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's not. Appraisers know what they are doing. They have access to all the listing information. They see all that stuff, so they find comparables, and we usually use at least 3. They can use more. They're gonna look for things that have sold that are similar. So that's kind of what they're working on, similar to ours. But yeah, it's a big day. I get excited. I like it. It's so weird because my old house is like right there, and we don't know this to the buyers, but they're totally remodeling it. So I'm like so curious to see what they're doing. It's killing me. But anyways, I'm gonna get off this thing because all the big trucks are going by right now, and they never would do that normally. But I pulled out the video, so that's it. If you have questions about appraisal, if you have questions about any of the process, let me know. I'm super happy to talk it through. People get scared about things like appraisal and inspection, and there's these big words. And yeah, there can be stuff that goes crazy, but literally that's life in any manner. So it's just another step. It's another step in the process of buying or selling your home. And it doesn't need to be super stressful. You can worry about it, but like your real estate agent's going to work through that. Your lender's going to help you work through that. Like it's a process. So if you have questions, let me know. Happy to answer them. Happy to help. All right. Have a great day. Bye.